Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategic or compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video I'm going to be looking at the cost of the metamaterials class action plus the settlement awarded. We're also going to be looking at reactions to yesterday's corporate update from the metamaterials board, also looking at news for Tiximal ORCL and also some catalyst for Tesla, so stay tuned for that. And before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first headline here from Yahoo Finance, we can see the stock market today. Tech leads a market bounce as Powell soothes the rate cut nerves. So we are hopefully expecting a rate cut, or at least 2 rate cuts this year, but we will have to see. In terms of the Dow Jones, that was approximately up 0.4% at time of editing, and the S&P 500 was also up 0.7%. And then other news regarding the jobless claims, you can see here that US jobless claims went up by 221,000 compared to the estimated 213,000, and the previous figure was 212,000, so that figure could have been better. And finally, shout out here to Unusual Whales, who stated short selling on individual US listed stocks is at its highest level in 6 months, with shares in the tech, telecom, media sector amongst the most targeted, and that is according to Goldman Sachs. I am a bit surprised that biotechs are not on that list, because they are certainly also very heavily shorted. So let's start by having a look at Tesla. So we know that the recent delivery news was not as expected, so let's have a look at what's happening right now. So shout out here to Stock Market News, who've just posted that Tesla have begun production of right-hand drive cars in Germany to export to India later this year. So hopefully that should drive up revenue quite significantly. And from Unusual Whales, we can say that Cathy Wood has stated that she has a $2,000 price target for Tesla. So certainly positive there, but I'm sure that's more of a longer term price target. And then other recent news here, we can also see that Tesla stock is still undervalued relative. And then other news here, we can see that Tesla stock is still undervalued relative to its long-term profitability prospects, and it represents a considerable buying opportunity. So I do agree with that. And I think compared to its competitors, it is still way ahead of the game. So let's get some reactions to yesterday's corporate update from metamaterials, and what I posted here was some important questions which I thought the board should try to address. I don't believe they did address any of those issues, but let's go ahead and have a look at some reactions to the corporate update. So what the Ordinary Angler has stated here, tagging in Georgie, states it seems that the possibility of the board being infiltrated by individuals who are in with the nefarious activities involved with MMTLP fraud could be the case, and their actions and non-involvement of shareholders in the Q&A yesterday, so resolution only helps the company. So interesting theory there. And what Bo has stated here is obviously talking about the dilution. Years of dilution looks to be still on the horizon. Wes is probably the only hope for retail to recover anything of this, unless you want to risk averaging down for the next 3 years. So that certainly is going to be very costly for most people. And he's also stated the tech can make hundreds of millions of dollars vanish, but also not seem to earn as much dollars back. And what we can see from a citizen of the world, he stated, today was an opportunity for the board for getting affirmation needed to increase the authorized shares on incoming voting. However, they wasted it. So many people have been complaining that was already given one more chance, but they're giving them one more chance, but it was not a good show. And what the Dark Helmet has stated is not much was said other than cash is tight, and they took only 2 questions, pretty weak from his opinion. And finally, going to finish off by getting a reaction from Paul, who stated he's only come to one conclusion, and that is the current leadership with regard to them have potentially been infiltrated by the hedge funds. He stated this last year as well. So we're looking at the intellectual property patents. I talked about that in my post as well. And why have they been lapsed and why have they not been renewed? Why did the company sell the patents? Why did they not sell the patent instead of letting them lapse? Why would they want an exorbitant amount of authorized shares added? Is it just for liquidity alone? There's no way he would invest in metamaterials, and in his opinion, the company, it could be at risk of bankruptcy. So that potentially could be true, and that could allow hedge funds to take every penny. So the board certainly needs to do some thinking. Let's now have a look at the cost and the settlement for the metamaterials class action related to the merger between metamaterials and Torchlight Energy Resources. So if we have a look at here, we can say that first of all, this class action does not relate to claims concerning the spin-off for MMTLP, and it doesn't relate to the FINRA trading halt. So this is separate to that, but we're going to have a look at what the costs are involved and also the settlement as well. So if we can see here, they are still saying you may be entitled to share in the proceeds of the settlement described in this notice. To claim your share for the proceeds of the settlements, you must submit a valid proof of claim, and that is before June the 5th 2024. But let's focus on the settlement. So if we look at the second page here, the settlement is $3 million in cash, but it states here the recovery will depend on the amount of shares purchased and the timing of your purchase and any sales, and it states here the estimated average cash recovery per share of common stock will be approximately 0.015 cents per share. So that looks to be just over 1 cent a share. However, it goes on to say before deduction of the court approved fees and expenses. So we're going to see what it actually is after that. And it states here the reason for settlement, principal reason is for entering the settlement is the substantial certain cash benefit of the settlement class and the avoidance of costs and risks associated with continued litigation. So it looks like obviously this has been settled before, and it goes at the bottom in terms of the fees. Let's have a look at those. So the court, the council is going to ask the court for an award of the attorney fees to be equal or less than $1 million, and that amounts to 1/3 of the total settlement fund. So certainly it looks like the lawyers are gaining. The lawyers are getting $1 million from this, and everybody else, if we see what everybody else who took part in this, it says if this is approved, then the average cost per share of the common stock will be 0.00535 cents per share, so not even 1 cent a share. Finally, I'd like to share with you some news that was shared live in the Discord regarding Oracle and Palantir, and what I posted about this was that Oracle and Palantir joined forces to deliver mission critical AI solutions to governments and businesses. So before we look at the actual news, let's have a quick overview of both companies. So Oracle here offer integrated suites of applications plus secure autonomous infrastructure to the Oracle Cloud. In the Oracle Cloud, and Palantir builds category-leading software that empowers organizations to create government AI across public and private networks. In terms of the trademarks, Oracle have Java, MySQL and NetSuite, and these are registered trademarks of the Oracle Corporation. So let's have a look at the news. So this was shared here live on 4th of April 2024, and we can see the headline: they've joined forces together, and the joint cloud data and AI solutions is going to aim to accelerate decision making from the HQ to the tactical edge. So Palantir selects Oracle Cloud Infrastructure to enhance efficiency, performance and sovereignty for a wide range of organizations. So the announcement today is a partnership to provide secure cloud and AI solutions aiming to power business and governments around the world. And this is going to help organizations maximize the value of their data, which will also contribute to increasing efficiency, which obviously is going to lead to improved profitability. So in terms of this deal, we can see first of all Oracle's vast cloud footprint and sovereign AI capabilities are going to allow them to allow more organizations to use Palantir's leading platform for data integration and decision making. Oracle and Palantir are there to prove that there is no trade-off. So it looks like both companies are going to benefit, and both companies are going to help other organizations to increase their efficiency. And from an Oracle point of view, the Vice President has stated Oracle is the only hyperscaler capable of delivering its entire AI and cloud suite to any business or government anywhere in the world. So very positive and strong statement there. And finally, finally, we could see here that Oracle Cloud provides more than 100 cloud services and applications, including the latest innovation and generative AI. So hopefully a positive future there for Oracle. And finally, if you would like to get similar breaking news and live DD, as well as daily stock alerts and weekly watch list, details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.